Let me start off by answering the question you wanted answered by clicking on this video. In Doom speedrunning, there's a category called UV Pacifist, where you have to beat the whole game without ever hurting a demon. Now, there's only a couple people in the world who have beaten all the levels like this, as some monsters need to die to complete some levels. But if it can be done with 0 kills, then by God, I can rip and tear until I ultimately throw in the towel of shame or claim myself victorious at the peak of E4M8. Before the challenge begins, let me set some ground rules in case you want to try this awful idea yourself. I'll be playing on Ultra Violence, the hardest non-troll difficulty in the game. I'm calling Nightmare Troll difficulty to cope with the fact that I still cannot beat the game single save on Nightmare, and it's the reason I can't 100% the game on console. Thanks, Romero. Exploits are allowed, though I don't know very many, so only expect a handful of them in this video. I'm playing on the Unity port as it's the prettiest port of the game, and the most faithful to the DOS without the pixeliness. And finally, the most important rule. There are only 5 ways an enemy may perish during this challenge. The Berserker Power Punch. The Chainsaw. Yes, the chainsaw is a melee weapon. I don't care that it runs on gas and counting it, because if I didn't, I wouldn't be making this video right now. Infighting. Monster on monster violence is not my problem. Accidental death. If a monster gets crushed or blows themselves up, that's also not my problem. My cold, wet, limp hands. This is how we're going to be doing it most of the run. Alright, rules aside, let's get this over with. To show my superior power, I completed the first level of the game without vanquishing a single foe. Surely the rest of the game will be this easy, and this video will garnish me with plenty of views and subscribers for my valiant effort. Also, not very hard. Did I mention I used to speedrun this game? It's not like I held the world record for several categories in the Unity port of this game or anything. I'm sorry. Forgot the chainsaw, the most important item for this run in the last level. I restarted the game, grabbed it, and headed back. Did I mention I used to speedrun this game? Got my nutsack put through the anti-squibbler machine, even with the chainsaw. Went to relieve myself by grabbing a megasphere, and forgot about the jump scare of shotgunners and promptly was explained my constitutional rights on the cold pavement. Pictured myself in a boat on a river and got too cocky around a pack of dickheads and got gunned down so hard I ended up in the next level. Whoops, I skipped it. My favorite feature of this run, the quick save button. Kill a demon, F1. Kill a demon, F1. Die, F3. Rinse and repeat. Fun fact about this game, did you know that the imp, this miscreant right here, actually can't take damage from other imps? What does that mean? Oops, all imps in an imp closet. That's called an imp closet. Blocks your path and beats the shit out of you with fireballs and scratches you when you get too close. Wow. And then I clenched my ass so hard when I opened the exit door and screamed and cried at the pinkies until they moved politely out of my way for me to touch the exit. I fucking hate this level. Who made it? I'm calling them out right now. Romero. Stared at a wall for 30 seconds while I waited for it to reopen. Great game design. A bunch of monsters got stuck at the door I needed to go through, so while I waited patiently, I went to grab the megasphere surrounded by shotgunners and left the fight megasphere and all with 3 extra health. Fuck it probably helped me out in the end anyways. Hit the exit switch with only a little bit of the fabric from the bottom of my chair stuck in my... As I started this level, I took a breath of relief. Don't get me wrong, I still got my fingernails split open, but it was more of a relaxing experience than the last 3 levels of being on the braking wheel and getting tarred and fucking feathered. Though I've done it several hundred times, I still feel really cool using the secret to get the megasphere. Not much that already hasn't happened. Insert expletive about how this game is making me angry. Oh yippee, the final level of the episode. You're probably expecting it to be really hard. No, it just takes a long time to kill these 2 bullet sponges that can't kill each other. And when after seems like an eternity, I kill them both and go through the teleporter to only die anyways. And that all in just 42 minutes. Not bad. Episode 2. Back a couple days later to see how well I can do this challenge with no sleep at 8:22 a.m. Surely this won't affect my judgment in any way at all. Sat and did nothing for 2 minutes, 1 for my efforts. Grabbed the Berserk pack, but then it was completely nullified by the giant skip I did to completely ignore the entire level. Started to panic because I didn't remember which level the chainsaw was on this episode, or any other episode besides episode 1. Googled it. It turns out it's in the previous level. God damn it. Once grabbed, I thoroughly eviscerated a soul imp into... Once grabbed, I thoroughly eviscerated a soul imp in the Soylent Brown with a final Berserk punch. Though extremely stressful, I managed to get through the entire level without dying, once. Glad this is going so well. Stumbling my way through a pack of fire-throwing assholes, I found myself with 5 health in front of a big pink fella, and the rest of those bastards on my ass. I had no choice but to head upwards. Little did I know that behind these crushing walls, there was a sweet, sweet pack of crystal a berserk pack. Feeling like a new man, I promptly found the nearest unaccompanied imp, split him in half, and continued the victory. I paused in the middle of the level to write my script because I forget easily, but then the sweet, sweet voice of Paul McCartney came on helter skelter, causing me to enter a blood rage and completely pummel the next level. Eviscerated the helter skelter. Still riding the highs of Helter Skelter, I cruised up to a wall and hugged it for 5 minutes while listening to the breakdown of One by Metallica. Disappointingly having to turn it off so I could listen to Doom Guy grope a wall for another 5 minutes to try to hit the pixel fucking perfect G spot to clear the level without having to do anything. The fucking dickheads at Bethesda wanted me to link my already linked Bethesda account, causing my game to shit itself in the middle of blissfully sawing through some pinkies to weird fishes, causing me to get mad and quit for the day. Though I returned the next day and abused the invulnerability spear to get the keys and left the level to deal with the ultimate pain in the ass so far. E2M8. Oh, I hate this. This isn't even the first time I've done this boss like this, but it takes forever. After 22 minutes of dying and reloading only to take a couple nips off of his skin, I finally got the big bastard and let out a giant sigh of relief. Episode 3. This episode's going to be fun. Not allowing me to get the chainsaw until the 6th map into the episode, but I'm sure that'll be fine. I started recording my voice as well on this episode because I knew I was going to start getting pissed off pretty soon. Forgetting I can walk faster than the pinkies can bite, I slowly waited for them to exit the long hallway. Shortly, and embarrassingly after finding out that they do not leave the hallway, I braced them head on and beat them to death with the power of moonwalking. Screaming in fear at the imp closet that I knew was there, with 5 health I played Ring Around the Rosie with 30 imps while I waited for them to leave the room that I needed to enter. Easy level, done in 30 seconds. Holy hell. Literally. I thought E1M3 was hard. This level cooked me mentally and physically. Tight corridors and a lot of pinkies and imps lead to me finding an invulnerability spear after way too many tries of dying to imp balls and screaming ravenously at a 30-year-old game. I grabbed the spear and beat and pummeled at least 30 imps. Crawling my way to the blue door, which held the exit, I realized something. I don't have the blue key! I don't have the blue key! Oh my god! Slowly shimmering back to the start, I grabbed the blue key and headed back to get through the imp hole and finish the level. This level went a lot better than I remember it going last time I tried to do this. Only died once thanks to the invulnerability spear. Basically skipped. Very easy level. Forgot where the chainsaw is, so I had to Google it. Got my fade ran a couple times, but overall, the whole thing could have been avoided by grabbing the spear of cheating and then doing the level. Midway through writing the script for this, Mastermind by Mick Gordon came onto my playlist, and I slaughtered this entire level. Well, shit. I think we lost. And by we, I mean me. Other people can do this level pacifist. I'm just not that skilled of a player to do this strat. The Spider Mastermind in all her sexy glory just has too much health and a hit scan gun, making it impossible for me to do enough damage without RNG manipulation to make her miss her shots. All the monsters in the level die before doing enough damage, so while yes, it is possible in theory, I just don't see myself being able to do it. This is a run done by speedrunner S022Anti, doing the only clear of E3M8 on Pacifist on the Unity port, showing that it is indeed possible. So maybe if I just give it enough attempts, I will be able to do it. And it only took me 10 minutes. With that episode out of the way, it's time for the final episode, episode 4. This is the final testament of this game, the hardest episode. So if you enjoyed it so far, you should totally like and subscribe, because my agony up until this point wasn't even measurable to what I'm about to go through. E4M1. This put me at my limit. This might be the most difficult thing I've ever done in this game. Maybe like 7 total health pickups, tight areas, a million imps, 1 Baron, a shotgunner, and specters. There were several times in this where I straight up thought I softlocked myself into having to restart, but I kept going and going and going and going and going and going and going, and here I am. 27 minutes later. If this is somehow how the rest of the episode is gonna go, I think I'm gonna be bald by the end of the video. While not as hard, this level is still a fucking nightmare. At one point, I had to save and reload so many times my fingers started cramping from needing the perfect RNG to slip past a group of shotgunners with 11 health. Luckily, you can skip most of the level with a usually easy jump, but like a fucking idiot, I panic saved as soon as I went through the teleporter, and there was like 20 cheese wheels blocking my path. This is no longer a funny video where it's like a little hard, but I shout a few swear words like poop and ass so I can make the video a little silly and goofy. This episode has slowly whittled down my sanity to the point where this is just a case study on if my iron will slowly be melted down to goop by the end of this episode, or if I can keep it together for a chance of those sweet YouTube numbers going up. So with a cold Smirnoff screwdriver on my desk and a casual 20-minute break, I continued forward to finish the last few levels. E4 and 3, easy level, I just skipped and walked to the teleporter. Luckily, the next two levels I've done pacifist and used to hold the world record for both of them. Hard flex. And while not a walk in the park, I managed to get by with only a little bit of screaming. Same with this level, just a little bit harder. Got through the first area pretty fast, but then kept dying to the lost souls and the stupid blood pit. By the skin of my wiener, I made it through the... By the skin of my wiener, I made it through and let out the most primal yeah I think I've ever uttered in my life. Yeah! E4, M6. This is me right before playing E4 M6. I was dreading playing it, but maybe it wouldn't be that bad. Let me take you through the process of how to complete this dumpster fire. Spawn, die. Shit, let's try it again. Spawn, get through a maze of monsters. Die, okay. Spawn, maze, avoid all the hell in whatever this area is called. Fall into a pit, and unsurprisingly, there's specters waiting here. Die, again. Spawn, maze, castle area, avoid the specters. Go into this area. Try to kill the imps and lost souls here because this is gonna be your home for the next several minutes. Provoke the Baron of Hell in this hole to kill the specter. Die, but this time you quick save, so you're just back in the hole. Open the door and let the Baron kill all of the ads so you can come back later. Play peekaboo with the imp and the shotgunner in this area to kill each other and some specters if you're lucky. Jump to this teleporter and hope not too much of your precious life goes away. Pray the cheese wheel kills the imp and the guy up there so you can grab the health of the blue skull. Go back to the Baron and press the blue switch. Oops, all cheese wheels just spawned, causing the entire area to not be usable anymore. Grab the yellow key and try to get the Baron to kill as many cheese wheels as possible, because it's only gonna get worse from here. Go through the teleporter to this area, go into this door, and flip the switch to go to these stairs. But hold on, because you need to get the Baron to kill more cheese wheels. Go back to the area you just were and go through the teleporter. Whoops, you just got spawn camped by an imp and lost 35 health. The red key is just down this vacant hallway. Just kidding, there's a cheese wheel and a Baron door. Let the Baron kill the wheel and try to grab the key while more wheels are shooting at him. Now go back to the balcony. Oh no. Who's that? That's right, it's a cyber demon. Run back to the hallway and wait for the steps to open while dodging the Baron's attack. Run to the other Baron alive and make him and the rest of the cheese wheels in fight with the cyber demon and get him as low as humanly possible. Run back to this place and grab the heavenly berserk pack. Then run to this area and grab the cheating spear. Run as fast as you possibly can to the teleporter and start beating the shit out of the cyber demon. If you played your cards right and waited long enough, you should have just enough time to kill the cyber demon before the cheating spear runs out of juice and claim your victory at the exit switch. Good luck, because this took me 2 days to get right. Easy level, just go through this door and do the skip. I accidentally grabbed the red key, which is not necessary. We're here. After all the pain and agony. I thought it would be funny to beat the entire episode without a chainsaw. And by God, it may have costed me a few decades off my life, but I can at least say that I did it with my bare hands. This level wasn't bad. Grab the keys, grab the berserk pack, fight the fodder, and flip some switches. And finally, let everybody kill the spider mastermind. And we did it. It's finally over. Yeah! If you liked the video, and you want to see me try Doom 2, leave a like and subscribe. If this video gets like, I don't know, 3,000 likes and like 50,000 views, I'll do Doom 2. Thank God, now I'll never have to do it. Right?